What is a red flag that you should not have ignored about someone you were dating?
Hey beautiful people, how you all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome back to my channel. How you all doing? Hope you guys are doing great. Today's video is all about red flags. What are the red flags when you see you should run? What are the red flags? Like, I know you guys here on my channel, you guys are like really in tune and matured and all that. What are the red flags you would tell your younger self or tell people to stay away from? Today's video, we're going to hear black women talk about the red flag that they should have run heels for. Let's go hear what these black queens have to say, and then I'll come back and share mine and then share my own thoughts.
What is a red flag that you should not have ignored about someone you were dating?
Okay, so I was talking to this dude that was 10 years older than me, and we used to talk on the phone a lot. And then one day I called him and he didn't answer, and the voicemail was, "Thank you for calling the Text Now subscriber." And I was like, what grown man in his mid-30s is using Text Now to communicate with me? Is he married? Am I a secret, or am I a secret and he's married? Like, which one is it? So I asked, and he's like, well, I just don't feel like it's necessary to pay for a phone bill when I have this app, and all I have to do is be connected to Wi-Fi and blah, 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 right? I don't make any judgments because I've used Text Now before because my mom's crazy and she, blocked a few people from my phone. So I just use Text Now to contact them, The next red flag, we go and hang out. Now we've planned this days in advance. One, I have to go and pick him up because his sister apparently has his Audi. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll go pick you up. Where do you live? Oh, come and pick me up from my friend. So I'm not only don't you have your car, but I'm picking you up from a friend's, and I'm picking you up from a friend's. Okay, me. So anyways, I go and pick him up and I'm like, I'm hungry. Like, we should go and eat. Oh, I didn't bring my wallet. Oh, that sucks. I'm going to Chick-fil-A. So I get to the Chick-fil-A line. I order my meal and he's like, oh, and may I have a peach milkshake, ma'am? And I was like, oh, I thought you forgot your wallet. And he was like, oh, please. This is not McDonald's. This is Chick-fil-A. Okay. Their milkshakes are not cheap. Okay. They are on the level of Starbucks at that point. Stuff is like $5. Okay. Like, I'm already annoyed that you came and you didn't bring your wallet. Like, who goes out somewhere without a wallet? Like, you don't have no documentation or form of payment. Like, who, like, it doesn't make sense. So the next red flag is when we went to the mall together. And guess what, y'all? Yes, he forgot his wallet. But I'm not fazed because I know I got money to get me something to eat. Okay. I'm not stressing. So as we're walking around, he's like, oh, I love Gucci. I love the Gucci store. That's my store, blah, blah, blah. Nothing touches his body but Gucci. And I'm like, dude, you make $14.50. I have never seen this Audi car. You live with your sister and her 2 kids, and you don't ever have your wallet, and you refuse to pay a phone bill because you don't feel like it's necessary. I digress. Next red flag, he calls me from a random number that so happens to be this is his new phone. I said, oh, okay, you finally got a phone bill. Oh, no, my homegirl's paying for it. What? Let's continue. So one day I asked him if he wanted to go to this thing with me, and his response was, yes, as long as you pay for my haircut, which is about $65 or so. I said, what? He was like, yeah, anytime a girl wants me to go somewhere, I make them pay for my haircut. Sir, you got the wrong chick, okay? I am not a sugar mama.
What's a red flag that you should not have ignored about someone you were dating?
That they use their potential and their idealistic self as a way to try to distract me from who they currently were. Let's talk about it. When we discuss not falling for potential, we tend to kind of talk about how we project the potential we see in somebody else onto that person. But we don't speak on how someone can use their own potential as a way to try to distract you from how they currently are behaving. They spoke a lot about who they wanted to be, how they wanted to behave, how they wanted to care for me and provide for me, and how they were working hard and on the pathway to do just that. And as great as it sounded, who they currently were was absolutely none of that. So essentially it was a matter of, I'm nowhere near the person you deserve to be with. However, I'm working towards it and will eventually be that person one day in the near future. Maybe, possibly. And not gonna lie, at first I did fall for it. Over time, I began to realize and accept that who they were describing didn't currently exist. And who they currently were wasn't good for me. I had no idea how long it would take for them to become that person, so I left.
Red flag that you should not have ignored about someone you were dating.
Another one, I didn't end up dating this boy, but I did talk to him. So the first time we ever met, he was really aggressive and like trying to play fight with me, which is like, okay, Yeah. And he went like this to my head, but like hard as a bitch. And I kept talking to him after that. He was just really aggressive though, so it just was not going anywhere. The last I ever seen or heard of him was a picture of his mugshot that my friend sent me for a battery charge. So
What is a red flag that you should not have ignored about someone you were dating?
He got in the shower and then turned the water on, waited for it to warm up while in the shower. Should have ran.
What is a red flag that you should not have ignored about someone you were dating?
Okay. Now, this isn't a red flag about somebody that I've dated. This is just a red flag in fucking general that I want to give to you guys. Now, firstly, I'm going to say this is a common thing among people with ASPD. Hello, ASPD. But it doesn't mean the person has ASPD if they do this, okay? So it just means that they're probably toxic. And this is a 100% fucking red flag. If somebody questions or challenges your boundaries, red flag. That means that they're trying to find loopholes to violate your boundaries. And if people are violating your boundaries, well, it's your choice, but it's a red flag. It's your choice if you want to continue on, leave them, whatever. But once they find that weak point, continual violation.
Back in 2004, when I was first dating my ex-husband, I had spent the night at his house for the first time, and he'd seen me naked for the first time. And when he did, he looked my body up and down and told me that I could do certain exercises to improve it, pointing out a particular part of my body specifically that he was unsatisfied with the way it looked. And because I had such low self-esteem and was convinced that I needed to be in a relationship, I needed to be married, I stayed with him, and he spent our entire marriage criticizing my body and cheating on me and verbally and emotionally and financially abusing me. And it was just a horrible situation, and it has taken me, we got divorced in 2009, and it's something, those comments are something that all these years later I am still working through in therapy. And I remember the things that he said to me. Those are more painful than the times when he put his hands on me. So talk about ignoring a red flag. I ignored a huge one.
What's a red flag that you should have avoided while dating someone?
Woo! Do I have the guy answer? Do I? The biggest red flag that came that I should have said, all right, exit stage left, was I ended up pregnant and we were going to tell his parents that I was pregnant. First of all, that's a red flag. I don't know why we were in such a fucking hurry. Whatever. We go to tell his parents we're pregnant, and I'm sitting at the table and his mother gets up. Deep, I'm talking about, when I say the cry and the sound from her crying when she walked off, you would have assumed we told her somebody died. Like, it was such a deep, saddened cry. Red flag number 1. Red flag number 2, his father said that I should consider my options and that his family was going to feel like I trapped him. It takes 2 to make a baby. One of us holds the power to make that baby in the beginning. All I do is grow it. But you know, I'm a medical professional. What the hell do I know? So, red flag number 2. Third red flag. He literally kept insinuating for me to get an abortion until the time I couldn't get an abortion anymore. Now they all act like my daughter's the best thing since sliced bread. I can laugh about it now because it's funny, but it's just like, that's the only time that man ever made sense. That's the only time his father ever made sense, and that I wish I would have listened to him. You know better, you do better. Y'all be safe out here.
What is a red flag that you should not have ignored about someone you were dating?
Paying attention to nonverbal cues If a person is outwardly showing you something completely different than what they are trying to tell you that they feel about you, that they want with you, they're a liar, they're immature, and they have a lot of stuff that they need to work out because they're insecure. The guy I was dealing with would always ask me questions, and whenever I would speak, his face would be visibly annoyed, like he'd rather be anywhere but here, right? Come to find out, this is somebody who tolerated me just because they were attracted to me. They didn't even like me. They wanted bad things for me. No exaggeration. And whenever I would talk about how something made me feel or I just didn't appreciate something, he'd be like, well, you're not looking at your part in the situation. What could you have done? Those people are immature. If what they're showing you is different from what they're telling you, run away, girl.
So go ahead and share your thoughts about this video down in the comment section. Share your own thoughts on red flags that people shouldn't have ignored before getting into a relationship. Go ahead and share your thoughts down in the comment section. Hey, because that's what we do here. We have conversation. So feel free, share your opinion. We're allowed to disagree here on my channel. But please, as you air your opinion, please do it respectfully. You don't have to disrespect anybody for you to air your opinion. And let me know which of these ones the sisters mentioned gets to you. So I have a couple that gets to me, and I'm just going to speak on them before I share my own red flags. So the sister that was talking, the first sister that was talking about the guy that didn't allow her to come pick him up from his house, and he's never with his wallet. Sis, I feel like you gave that man too many chances. Like, why are you giving him that chances? Why? What has it done to warrant you give him that? From the first date, you're not with your wallet. Like, dun, 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 bye. Then I agree with the sister that said that when somebody is just giving you all wishful thinking, what they are describing they want to give to you, or who they are as a person, does not match who they are. Like, they're just selling you dreams. Sister, maybe because I'm older now, from where I'm coming from, when I was much younger, I would buy that dream. I'm like, oh, let's grow this dream together. But where I am now in my life, I don't think a dream will sell anything for me. Like, go do what you have to do. If I'm still available by the time you've achieved these dreams, then we can be together. But for now, you did not fit my, there's a word, not expectation. Like, you did not fit my requirements. Yes, you did not fit my requirements, so you're not for me. Maybe you're for some other girl, so I will let you go. So that's one thing. Like, a lot of us ladies, we usually see the dreams and like, okay, there's dream here. I'm not saying that you shouldn't hustle with a man, but where I am in my life now, I have requirement, not expectation. And if you don't meet the requirement, I think I'm just going to bounce. That's it. That about it. Then the one that talked about the shower one, I'm lost.
He got in the shower and then turned the water on, waited for it to warm up while in the shower. Should have ran.
Somebody please help me down in the comment section. What did I miss there? Because I didn't understand the red flag there. Please let me know down in the comment section. And then the sister that was talking about how boyfriend, how the family was giving her clues. The mom cried. The father told her that, oh, she should think about what she was getting herself into. And even the boyfriend kind of instigating or insinuating that she gets an abortion. Sis, that is the time you should have just get it done and move on with your life. I feel like people show us who they are, but we make excuses for them. When you get above your 30, almost in your 40s, there are some things, some BS you're not ready to take. There are some things you're not going to condone. Where I am now, if you show me who you are, I'm not going to make excuses for you. I'll take you for who you are. Like, show me who you are, and that's what I'll accept. I'm not going to say, well, but no, sister. I think as women, especially as black women, we should stop making excuses for people and what they do. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts about everything down in the comment section. So yeah, for me, this is my red flag. When what somebody is saying does not match up with what they are doing, they are saying something else and what they are doing is totally different. For me, that is a big red flag. And then somebody that spends their last money to buy expensive stuff that they cannot afford at the moment, for me, it's a red flag. Anyway, guys, that's my thought on this video. Please go ahead and share your own thought down in the comment section, because hey, that's what we do here. We have conversation. So go ahead and share your thought down in the comment section. I'm going to post 2 more parts to this video: black men's own red flag and white people's red flag. So stay tuned to that. You want to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that video, okay? Please give this video a big thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content and to be good for the algorithm, and that'll also be you supporting your girl. With that all said, guys, did I say subscribe? I will see you guys in my next video. Deuces.